What's up everybody, Marissa B here. Today guys, we are back for another video, but today is going to be a little bit more special because this is actually coming to my community. Now, this video you guys can already see from the title. This video is about why did I join YouTube before and after, which I've actually wanted to tell you guys this for a long time, but I wanted to wait till it was like at least 2 to 3 years old for my YouTube channel, at least 2 to 3 years old, I don't know. But luckily for me, since I looked back my first ever video, it is currently 2 years. So I was actually excited, wanted to make this video so you guys get to know me better and know why did I join YouTube and what is it all about. Now let's throw back to way back in 2 years ago, where way back then when I was young, I was probably either 13, 14, or 15 years old. Yeah, pretty young. I don't know though, but way back then, I've made my first ever video, which is called it's called Roblox Animal Simulator Part 1. Maybe? Yeah. It was my first ever video, having 45 views, 2 likes, and 1 comment, which is practically me commenting. Now, I was actually very shy and skeptical about YouTube. And the only reason I was very skeptical and shy was because I had to be like other YouTubers, because I felt like I had to be like them, show my voice, show my face. But I also noticed that that wasn't me, because I'm looking at content creators that they do, that's their thing. But when I try to turn myself into them, that's not who I am. It's trying to be a part of who the person used to be that isn't me. So when I made my first video, I decided to just not show my voice at all. I think there was a time where I did show my voice, but then I felt really uncomfortable. So throughout the times on my videos, after my first video, all the other videos were actually part of drag adventures, which actually got me into thinking, what do I do for YouTube? Because this is the thing, I was really young during that point. I didn't know what YouTube does. I didn't know what to do with YouTube. I don't know what to do with anything. During that point, way back then, I only wanted to make YouTube to make friends. Because when I was young, I never had friends from the beginning. When I moved to Arizona, I didn't have any friends during that point. It was really hard to make friends because usually when you start to move away from a place that you were born and raised in, you're forced to move away from that, and you're forced to literally start all over again, make new friends, start to enjoy life, start to enjoy everything. It all hurt me really badly because during that point, I was depressed, and I still am. I can be depressed at random times, but right now, I'm not. But back then I was, and it was because I didn't have anyone to really support me. My family too, even my family, my sister, my mother, they were the only ones that I had in my family. I didn't have a father back then. I never had a father since I was born. I really wanted someone who actually understood me, who actually wants to subscribe to me. Like, when I was young, I never cared about subscribers. I never cared about likes or views or comments. Well, comments, that's a different story. I only cared about people wanting to watch my videos and see me and feel like I feel included too. I want to be included at almost anything when I was young. And it just makes me so disappointed at how depressed I was back then. Because as time goes by, I start putting up old Drag Adventures music, which if you guys go way back then in my time, you guys can literally see the legendary legacy version of Drag Adventures. That's how old Drag Adventures was. There was old music in there. It was copyrighted sometimes, because Drag Adventures did have copyrighted music. I was playing music for boss fights too, because you can even hear the boss fight music from way back then. Only OG people know this, because man, I miss those moments. I've made a moment where I noticed that people loved hearing music, so I thought maybe I should just pull up a dragon and just sit in the boss battle and just let the music play so people can enjoy it. I've got a lot of views. I got a lot of like people liking and liking and commenting my videos, and it was so fun. When I moved over to Creatures of Scenaria, yes, even I liked Creatures of Scenaria back then, I started to talk about that. Also noticed that I've used to do giveaways before, but I felt like it was a little too early because I was really excited during that point. I had too much ADHD. When I had a lot of subscribers, I thought that maybe I could do a giveaway. Now during this point, when I did a giveaway, I only had like 100 subscribers. That's crazy. I remember doing a giveaway, doing 300,000 coins, which, to be honest, 300,000 coins is a lot of coins for just people in back then of Drag Adventures. Also started to talk about other events from it, like the Galaxy event. I also talked about my favorite games, like Pixel Gun. Pixel Gun was a really good game that I like to play. I also noticed that when I started making videos, I start to notice that people like also watching the update videos. So I thought that maybe I should just be myself, play some other games, like maybe play Color or Die, which is my favorite game, play a little bit of Creatures of Scenaria and Drag Adventures, because those two, yes, they were my favorite game. I've also released some updates about like the desert boss coming up, Tundra boss, which they didn't even exist during that point, way back then. Now, during that point, I also gave myself a voice review, which, if you guys go really back then, a year ago, I have did a voice review. Now, this was where I felt comfortable. I felt comfortable to stay in YouTube, have fun, get engaged and everything. And it just felt like I actually belonged in YouTube. And it's not like I'm saying like, no, I live in YouTube. No. I'm saying like I feel comfortable and I feel like I feel more seen in YouTube than it is to reality. So I did my voice review. I've actually, you guys can even see from the oldest times where Horse Life came out. Apparently Horse Life is 2 years old, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is 2 years old. Past 2 years old. But if you guys go way back from a year ago, which is checking out Horse Life for the first time, you guys can literally see how old Horse Life was back then. OG people, if you guys are watching this video, man, Horse Life back then was so good. It was so nostalgic how everything looked so different from back then, and then you compare it to like right now. Dang, that was just crazy. And then I got into boss battles, which is like the Solstice boss, which it came out. Honestly, throughout my whole entire YouTube career, I've actually enjoyed making content. I love making content that specifically involves with you guys. I only liked it because I wanted to make friends. I wanted to build a community. I wanted people to be happy. There was a goal in my life when I was young that when I became around like maybe 7, 8 years old, maybe, I don't know, I could be 10 years old during that point, but I've actually told my mother that when I wanted to grow up, I wanted to grow up and help homeless people, which is a true story. I've actually told my mother that. I think it happened when we were actually shopping. We were in a car during that point. My mother told me that she was willing to do that for me. She never did. Sorry, I'm trying not to hiccup. But yeah, I could not trust my mother, and you guys could literally know if you guys check a couple of videos. I don't know what type of video it was, but I would always say like I never trusted my mother because of how much she breaks trust for me. I may be young, but at this point, she has brought in so much trust issues towards me to the point where I cannot trust her for almost a good lifetime. But yeah, I wanted to help people back then, but despite my mother not letting me do any of this, I decided that YouTube would be the perfect opportunity. If I can't help homeless people because of my mother, then I can help people make videos, be goofy, be myself. I can be my silly comedian, stupid person that I can be and just make videos and have a great time. Even though back then in my oldest videos, I've never really had a lot of views, but it was already alright. It was okay. It's okay to not have a lot of views. All I'm gonna say is that as long as you have a good community, then you know that that community will stay like that. And you make more subscribers, you grow that community, you build trust, and you have a wonderful time. And that's what I thought in my mind. I thought to myself, because when there was a point where when I was making some update videos, this is the first time I made update videos, way back then, it was a year ago, I made it update videos for just Creatures of Scenario. And I told myself, why do I want subscribers that badly? Because back then, I've been wanting to have maybe 200 to 300 subscribers during that point. I wanted to have that much because of one specific reason. Creatures of Scenario has a role creature called an Aries, which you can only obtain it if you get the requirements to be a content creator, which you have to get 1,000 subscribers. And there's other like requirements. It's Discord related. You go to Discord and you get the Aries for like monthly. I wanted that because Aries was literally my topmost dream creature I've ever wanted. But there was a time where I thought to myself, why do I want subscribers that badly over a creature that doesn't exist? Like, why? Why would I want that? I only wanted it because it was a dream, but it's also affecting me and for you guys way back then, because years ago, I didn't notice that I was losing subscribers because of one thing that I've always wanted, which was an Aries. So, during that point, I decided to just stop and actually start connecting to my community again. I've been super depressed a lot of the times, to the point where I didn't want to make videos at all, or I didn't have the feeling to do it, because I was so upset that even though YouTube was literally my favorite thing that I've ever done, I still haven't made a single friend. And that hurt a lot to me, because that was another goal that I've always wanted. Literally just make a friend in YouTube, any type of social media. I don't care if it's gotta be Snapchat and Instagram. I actually don't have those anymore. I used to when I was young, but not anymore. I noticed how confusing they are, so I don't have those anymore, so yeah. But yeah, my goal was to make friends on YouTube, and I never got to or get any friends during that point. I've gained trust from other people, yeah, but making friends isn't easy, especially when it came from 2 years of not having friends. So, I thought that maybe I can make friends in the future. Maybe if I become more popular, I would start gaining people's trust. And that's what's happened. And this is what happens when I made update videos for Dragon Adventures. Since I made my first ever Dragon Adventures update video, it actually got 1,000 views last year. And then another update video, which is where the Gingy Fard was a new dragon during that point, it had 5.1 thousand views. It got copyrighted. It didn't get copyrighted strike, but it did get copyrighted. But I didn't care, because it was just views. People loved the views. People loved this. The people loved that. I also celebrated 100 subscribers by playing horror games, even though neither of you guys wanted that. It felt fun to do that. So as time flies by, I noticed that people started to love these update videos, because you don't usually get updates from other content creators You can get updates from Creatures of Snoria, but you never get updates from Drag Adventures, because if you think about it, I thought very clearly that a lot of people don't have Discord, which means that people who make content for Drag Adventures don't actually talk about updates very often. So I decided to do just that. Wanted to talk about both Creatures of Snoria and Drag Adventures all at once. There was ups and downs where when I started doing that, I got banned from Roblox for a day, only a day. This is where everything broke down. By the way, this all happened in 1 week, by the way. And I'm pretty sure this happened directly on last December, last year. Now, I got banned because I was playing Creatures of Snoria during that point. I was a Takamoroth. I remember that very vividly, and I'm still furious at what happened. What I was doing was I spawned in at Oasis, because wherever I spawned, where I was before, it would make me spawn to the same spot again. So, I decided to literally just give my Takamoroth grass, because it was hungry. Then I got KOS, which is kill on sight. I got massively attacked by that. And I said, bro, I was just wanting to eat grass, and knowing Creatures of Snoria, it's literally a rage bait game. So I wasn't pretty happy. And during that point, I got banned for just surviving. Which apparently, I remember that people, I'm pretty sure it was 2 kids, spam reported me and got me banned for eating grass. Eating grass. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I was pretty upset, because why would I get banned for just surviving? Man. Whatever. Yeah, I was very upset during that point. If you guys were in my situation, you guys would be having the same reaction. But not only that, I only got banned for only 1 day, so it's not that big of a deal. It wasn't that bad. But then, after 1 day, I was doing my normal thing. Until you get to the next day. Yes, again, same week. Last year, my ex-boyfriend broke up with me. Now, I've actually made a live stream and a video. I made a video first, and I got 76 views. The live stream only got 40 views because I actually live streamed for like 4 hours, but you guys were actually there for me. But, if you guys are wondering why did my ex-boyfriend break up with me, the thing is that I would tell you guys this straight. I didn't break up with him. I didn't do anything. I was very kind. I was very nice. I was very innocent during that point. I didn't know what I was doing. During that point, this was my first time I've actually had someone who actually loved me. So, I was pretty new to relationships. And, yeah. Apparently, oh wait, this video is about to end, so let me add a little clip real quick, just real quickly. It's gonna be a duplicate, so don't worry about that. Alright, I am back, finally. I had to make another clip because I do talk a lot, so don't worry about that. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I didn't know anything about relationships, so I was pretty cautious. I was very careful and very on edge, because I didn't know what to do with relationships. So I was like, hey, yeah, or oh, that's amazing. It sounded like I felt uncomfortable, but it was because I wasn't used to something that I didn't had before. I didn't know what love meant, which is true. I didn't know what that meant. I was very uncomfortable, and I was, because I didn't know what any of that meant. I did see it, but I didn't actually expect myself to be in it. But what happened was, if you guys want to see that, you guys can just look it up and find I'm sorry, and you guys can literally see the thumbnail on it saying he broke up with me, aka the apology. Now, if you guys click on that video will show messages of me and my ex talking. Now, something triggered my ex that caused him to break up with me, which I have figured it out. I have figured it out since I was young. I figured it out when I was, what is it, 16 years old, I'm pretty sure. I think I was 16 years old. What am I talking about? It was months ago, though. But 1 month passed, this is where I started to realize it, which pretty sure the months ago was literally this year. So I realized that the only thing that triggered him was because, since, again, I will say it again, I didn't know what relationships meant, so I was very cautious. I said I did love him, and apparently, my own ex said that I did offended him. So, 2 words offended my ex and broke up with me. Like, yeah, that's me clearing my throat because, excuse me, did Marissa, aka me, say that her ex broke up with her because of 2 words that she said that she didn't know? And I'm not kidding. I said 2 words that I didn't know would offend him. So, he broke up with me. And guess what happened? He didn't unfriend me from Discord. He didn't unfriend me from Roblox. He didn't unfriend me from any type of social media or something like that. The only thing that we had a connection was Discord and Roblox, and that was it. So when I made live streams during that point, I think there was a live stream. Where was it? I gotta find it. I'm pretty sure there was a live stream where, yeah, this is where the Sikyron, and I talked about the new gorilla creature from Creatures of Snory. This is where these creatures and dragons came out. I'm pretty sure I made a video about that. And I started talking about... No, I'm pretty sure it's the grinding video, which is where I started grinding and talking to you guys. And I told you guys if I should unfriend him from both Roblox and Discord. And I felt like I needed freedom because there's no way that I'm gonna stay with him. So I unfriended him from both Roblox and Discord. And guess what happened? After so long, my ex, yes, my own ex, still goes to my live streams. I think he watches my videos, but it's not often. But he sometimes goes to my live streams and literally talks to me in there. So it's like, he got over with me, but he also didn't. I did because I moved on. I move on way too quickly. It does take me time when I bonded with someone a little too much. And when I bonded with someone, it takes a while to move on. Which it did. It takes a while. I got depressed. I got sad. And I got even more cautious. I got hyper aware, is what I would say. But anyways, that didn't stop me from there because I continued making videos. 9 months, to 8 months, to 7 months, to 6 months. When you keep scrolling, you see me changing my profile picture to my Ice and Dratchy that I actually don't have anymore. I started making videos about drag adventures. Started talking about horse life now. Started talking about updates. Helped you guys with the Feelors. I started talking about horse life updates again. Drag adventures. Halloween. This was 2 months ago. I started talking about the confession about being a moderator. But guess what? Even though that drag adventures let me down, I didn't care. I didn't care about what they did to me. I cared about what my community would care about. All I cared about was to make my community happy. And that didn't stop me. Even if I didn't become a moderator from Drag Adventures, I kept going. I continued making videos, live streams. I keep talking about Drag Adventures, horse life. I made videos about helping you guys out with Kelpies, making videos for new videos about boss fights, which I did mention I was gonna do that before, but I didn't. But now here I am, doing that right now. I started talking about Hippocampus, started doing this and that. And honestly, I had the best time of my life. Even though the start of my videos for my channel was really bad, I still didn't care about what would let me down. Because even though some parts, like my ex, the moderation, the friends, the community, the people unsubscribing, even though those let me down at very little moments, even bigger moments, that didn't slow me down. That actually made me adapt. I started to realize that you can't always get people what they want. Just be yourself and have a great time. And that's all I'm gonna say. All of these YouTube videos, even though I should have stopped because of all of this, I didn't. Because all I cared about was making you guys happy. Making you guys have a wonderful time. Making sure that you guys are enjoying everything that I've actually done. Enjoying that life, even though it sucks and this generation sucks even more, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be a bad time. You can always have a good time at some times. And despite the fact that my journey of being a YouTuber is amazing, it's like making an adventure for myself, because right now, I am, hold on, let me make another duplicate clip real quickly. Alright, I'm back, finally, my goodness. Sorry guys, every time when I'm talking, the video is about to end, so I had to keep adding another clip so that I can actually start ending the video right off the bat. So sorry if this video is long, so yeah, don't worry about that. But anyways, all I gotta say is that even though there's gonna be ups and downs in your life, at least enjoy what you got. Enjoy that you have a community, you have YouTube. Like for me, I have YouTube. I have you guys. You guys were here to support me and to help me, and you guys even cared about my health problems. And honestly, I'm actually very happy because I start to feel seen. I feel included, and I feel like, sorry about that sigh, yeah, I was just, I talk way too much. I feel like I'm more included and more happy to be in my community more than just getting something else. Like sometimes when people start making YouTube, a lot of people would say like, oh, you should go and get a job, you shouldn't be on YouTube or this or that. Look buddy, not every YouTuber is a bad YouTuber. If there's gonna be bad YouTubers, yeah, then that's expected. But at the same time, YouTube can be a job for people who don't have jobs. And like me, I don't have a job. As a 17-year-old, I still don't got one. But hey, even if I earn money from YouTube, if I pass the subscriber count, for at least me, of course, if I start earning money and this and that, if I don't care about the money, I don't care about what's going on with what people want. Like for YouTubers, they want subscribers, they want money. But for me, I don't care about that. I till this moment, after 2 whole years, all I care about is making a community and still making friends. And that's all I still care about, is to just do one simple thing. And honestly, I've learned my lesson. It doesn't have to make it to a point where you don't have to always make good videos. Sometimes it can be very bad quality videos. It could be funny videos. Just be yourself. You can't change for who you aren't. Be yourself and be who you are. Be the one that you love. If you love drag adventures, if you like horse life, if you like creatures of Snarya, do that. Just be yourself. Don't be who you aren't. That's all I gotta say. But anyways, that is all for today's video, and I hope you guys really do enjoy it, because honestly, this is just the beginning of my journey, because I have a community server coming up soon. I got so much videos that I'm gonna make for you guys. I got a lot ahead of me, so this is just the beginning. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I'll let you guys watch the end of the clip, and yes, I'm gonna have to add this because I have to. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so you guys don't have to miss a video. You guys hear this every time. I get annoyed by it too, but I gotta do it either way. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll just leave you guys be so I can do my own thing. I will be working on Discord. I will need test subjects. Whoever wants to be my test subjects for my server, just say in the comment section. I don't mind that. But it will be coming up soon. It's going to be coming up on Friday. But if you want to be one, I will let you be in the server. Not yet, but it will be in there. But yeah, I'll let you guys be, and I'll go. See ya, and peace.